Hey, hello YouTube. Hello YouTube. Yes, let me get this turn this down before it starts ringing out of order. Hey, hello Facebook. Hello YouTube. Hello everyone. I hope you guys are well. I miss y'all. I miss y'all over the weekend. I'm not even gonna tell you no story. Like, for those of you who know me, going live and be it in front of the camera, whatever, something that I ever really wanted to do. I like to stay behind the scenes, you know, lay back. I always felt like everybody didn't need to know who I was or what I did, but the Lord keep pushing me into this, get into the forefront. Go tell the people what you know. Teach the ones that are seeking the knowledge and that are looking for it, that feels that it is their time, it's their right time for them in their life to retain it and to receive it. So, as much as I try to stay behind the scenes and as much as I try to, sit down and not be seen, the Lord is like, no, no, no. People want to feel your energy. They want to, get mesmerized by your energetic spirit. And, you know, so who am I to not listen and not pay attention? So here I am. Yep. Here I am. And, you know, it may seem like I'm just talking on a tangent, but this actually has something to do with the topic today. But and of course of you, those that know, I am here to talk about my workshop that I have coming up in January. And I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to touch on two challenges that we salon owners face as salon owners. And then one challenge that I think a lot of just business owners in general face, not just because, not just us salon owners, but taking that step and becoming a business owner. There's certain challenges and things that arise in your life period just because you're a business owner. So we're going to touch on some of those. But I was just talking about how relaxing and taking time off and just taking time to focus in on yourself, like how important it is, how crucial it is. um yeah, it it makes a big difference. It does. All right, you guys. It is 6:04. So, you know, I'm not gonna stay on long to this evening. Um, I actually have two emails that I gotta send out, get a couple interested parties in my workshop. So gonna, reach out to them and get them on this impact call so that we can, see if we're a good fit for each other and see how my workshop can really help them out. So, no further ado, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Nicole McCracken. I am a stylist from behind the chair stylist. I am a licensed stylist for 23 years now. I hold 3 state stylist license: North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. I am a licensed educator for North Carolina Cosmetics Art. I've been an educator now for a little over 10 years. And I do offer classes for North Carolina licensees so that you can get your continued education hours. So therefore you will, have no reason not to renew your license and keep your craft going. And I am a proud salon owner of 17 plus years now and counting, Lord willing, inshallah. So I yeah, that is pretty much who I am. I have a team of four phenomenal stylists, five including myself. And my team of phenomenal stylists during the pandemic, after being shut down, we were still able to generate six figures cumulative. So with that being said, and I'm only saying that and stressing that to let you know the system that we have created, the system that I've set up have um have given me that freedom, has you know in time has worked out to where I am able to take time off and not be worried and stressed about what's going on at the salon. Because of the system that I've created, my team knows how to handle client dissatisfaction. My team knows how to communicate effectively with clients. Everybody knows how to handle scheduling and handle issues when their time has been slayed, where either the stylist is running over or the client is late or anything like that, because of the system that we have in place, the system that I've created, the system that you will be able to dive into and figure out which way you can implement it in your own salon to help you gain freedom. That is what Salon Success Intensive 4-day workshop is all about. That is what we will do in this 4-day workshop. But um, that just tells you a little bit about who I am, and of course, what gives me the authority that I have. What you know gives what puts me in a position to sit up here and give you guys this valid, important information. Um, yeah. So I've told you who I am. Let me tell you about what we're going to talk about today. I'm talking about two challenges that we go through as salon owners. Only going to discuss two because, like I said, I'm not going to be on long today. It is Monday, first day, well, the beginning of our work week. For those of you who don't work on Sundays, but it's Monday. And it is like after 6 o'clock. So I don't want to impede on all of you guys' family time. So, like I said, I'm not going to be long today. But being a salon owner, when I say the challenges, they are, I'm not going to say they're ongoing, but they do come. They just keep coming. Some small, some larger than others, but they do keep coming. It is so funny. It's sometimes you gotta laugh, keep crying, but it's doable. And if you step into this field, if you position yourself into this realm as the salon owner, then you can handle it. So that's how I see it. We made the decision, so it's not too much for us. We got it. My coach, Sandra K. Mayu, she just made a post today. It's not pressure if you built for it. And I could say that right there resonated to me deeply because, as someone who has a responsibility of, for other people's livelihoods under your realm, especially if you have employees, independent, commissioned, it doesn't matter. You being a salon owner, you open this business so that other people can come in and thrive under your leadership, under your authority, under your guidance. And doing that and taking on that responsibility, it could, every decision that you make, sometimes you have to think about other people, or sometimes you think about other people, sometimes even when you shouldn't, but that's just something that salon owners, business owners go through. But for us in the salon, it tends to be a little bit more personal because we are a more personable industry. We deal with people on a one-on-one basis. Even if it's 10 or 12 people in the salon, you still have that one-on-one time with stylists and clients. So, as a salon owner, how we interact with people, keeping up with having the right camaraderie and being able to communicate, like that is a major challenge. One thing that I like to do with all my new stylists that come in is we do a personality quiz, and then we do productivity, uh, like a progress report where everybody gets to look at what they've done, where they at, and who they are. Um, that's as far as keeping up with our services and how we grow and things like that. But as far as communication, the productivity quiz and the productivity test that everybody take, we go back and take a look at that every 3 to 6 months so that everybody can have an idea of who we are. There's so many different types of personalities out here. So communication, that in alone makes a difference on how people receive what they're being told, and the deliverance, how you deliver, what you want to get out. Like, for example, sometimes just greeting people and saying hi to them a certain way, the way you deliver it could be inferred incorrectly or in a way that you didn't mean for it to be. You know, Watching your tone on how you say hi and good morning, even if you say it, like good morning, it's so dry, or good morning, how are you? So much more energetic, could brighten people up. But those things in alone are challenges that we go through because as the salon owner, it could take one stylist having a bad day, and we're all human. So everybody has bad days. It's neither here nor there. It's not a good thing nor a bad thing. It is reality. It happens. So everybody is not on their P's and Q's like that because life be lifing sometimes. So, but for us as the salon owner, we have to, be mindful and pay attention to that because if a stylist is not having the greatest day and their deliverance might not be what it is usually when their mood is at a higher level, and they're chipper, everything is going as they, wanted and planned, and, everything is just peachy cool. Of course, their deliverance and interaction could be slightly different, but we as a salon owner, you know, we have to be able to articulate that to clients and even staff, to let the staff know sometimes you got to leave that outside, you got to leave that in the back. But if something's happening on the floor that brings that back up, sometimes you got to learn how to remove yourself from the situation, from situations that's going to bring on a negative feelings or negative incidents, things like that. But that's where we as the salon owners have to be able to recognize that our staff and the clients, when they are having these feelings or when these feelings are happening in the salon. Okay, like for my salon, Kim Nichols, we do a lot of discussion, open discussion. If you're in the salon and you're in the front area and we're talking, chime in. That's what we do. And then sometimes we'll even pull you in if you're sitting, if we're having a jolly conversation and someone is sitting, amongst themselves as if they're not in the jolliest mood, sometimes we try to uplift their spirit by bringing them in, making them feel not isolated, but a part of what we're doing and a part of the people that's there, something that I used to have to remind myself about is to be in the moment. Being a owner, we are always continuously thinking of what's next. How can we make this better? How can we help the next one? How can we build clientele? How can we help our stylists, communicate what it is that they want and how we can help them achieve the desired specific look that they're struggling with, we're always continuously on the move, on the go. So, another challenge that we go through is how to balance that continuous mental flow and your everyday home life. Now I've been a salon owner for 17 years now, and this did not just happen overnight. I did not open my salon in 2006, and in 2008 I was able to take a month and two off. No, it did not. It did not transition that way. It did not. It was a continuous trial and error. It was a continuous looking back at what I did last year, what I did last month. How can I make strategic plans and actually implement things that are, things that help. And then after about 10 years, I had to go back to the basics. Like, it wasn't a starting all over, but it was like going back and looking at what worked for me in my first couple of years, what didn't work, what had been working, and what things I needed to change, and what I needed to not really change from, but maybe pivot a little bit and add to or take away. Like, at one point we were doing a lot of mailing, sending out direct mail to every new client that came in the door. And after about a year or two, it went from $120 in mailing to like $400 and $500 in mailing. Thank the Lord we were able to continuously grow with that, grow in that magnitude. But still, the challenges and the continuous thinking of how I can emulate this and really downplay it, not downplay it, but really simplify it so that it could, give its best, so they can reap its most highest rewards from it. Like, as far as the mailing, um, one thing how we was able to combat that issue and that challenge, with the new technology and the new things, we were able to transition from doing direct mailing and posting to doing more online, more emailing, more text messaging. We've been able to transition to that, but that still took about a year for all of our clients to get used to the new system, for us to, really get used to checking email requests, checking appointment online requests, and then making sure that we check those before we schedule the ones that were right in front of us, or vice versa. However we had to work it out, it was a time frame that we had to magnitude learn and rectify those challenges. But like I said, those are all challenges that we as a salon owner go through. So those are things that we have to be mindful about and have to learn how to balance and really take account for it. Because, not having that balance between your personal life and your business life or your work life, it could lead you to burnout and be overwhelmed and tired. And, it's so crazy because maybe about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I felt like I was getting to that point. And those of you that know me know I love doing hair. I love talking to people. I love, interacting, and I love cutting people's hair off if that's what you want. I love switching people's game, just changing them up, giving them a new look, a new feel, a new vibe for themselves. So, that at one point, I never thought that I would ever be burnt out or overwhelmed being in a salon, because that is the field that I love. That is what I love doing. But shoot, maybe about 5 years ago, that was what, 12, 13 years in. And when I say in, standing behind the chair, some days I could be in the salon for 12, 13 hours, 14 hours, and it was nothing to me. Go home, take shower, go to bed, get up and do it all over again with a whole new crew of people. So, that was that in itself is what has helped us grow and sustain. But that alone comes with challenges. So as the salon owner and the leader of the pack, having I had to learn how to teach everybody else how to balance their work life and their personal life, their time off. I had to learn how to take trips. I had to learn how to be okay with not being in the salon for 2 days in a row. You know, like I said, it wasn't an overnight fix. It was me really putting my mind to, I have to look out for myself as well as look out for my business. So it's like you have to learn how to balance. But like I said, in my 4-day workshop, Salon Success Intensive 4-day workshop, we will dive deep into, that holistic side of business ownership, the more impersonal, learning how to how to meditate, how to do self-care activities, how important it is as the owner to take care of yourself. One analogy that sends out when we discuss the importance of work-life balance is when you're on a plane and the plane starts to descend. When the airbag falls down, what's the first thing it tells you to do? You have to put on your oxygen mask first, because you cannot help anyone else if you lose oxygen. You're done with. So with that analogy always, excuse me, my notes, it just always puts me in the mind of, you have to take care of yourself as the leader, as as the leader of your pack, as the head, the conductor, the one making the rules and setting the tone. So, you know, I'm talked about a few challenges as salon owners. Hey, you guys, I see a couple of people jumping on. Hey, Miss Madeline, how are you? Hey, Pam. Hey, Justin. Hey, Shayna. Hey, you guys. I appreciate y'all jumping on. I hope y'all had a good weekend. It is Monday, start of a new week. But I was on talking about my Salon Success Intensive 4-day workshop. It is a 4-day dynamic workshop I designed for salon owners to help them, to give them the tools and strategies that they need to and insight so that they can level up and elevate their salon business. So if you know any salon owners other than myself that could benefit from my 4-day workshop, please let them know. And there will be a link in the comments where they could jump on my calendar. We can schedule a call, talk about it, and they can secure their seat. So I appreciate you guys jumping on. I'm going to be back on tomorrow at 6:00. I'm going to talk about my success in my Salon Success Intensive 4-day workshop. We're going to talk about that all week. My workshop is in January. Doors are officially open, but they do officially close December 30th. So only 20 seats available. Is a small, intimate workshop. I want to make sure every salon owner gets every question answered, get every I dotted, and their T's crossed. So I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. And remember, you gotta look out for yourself. Self-care is a must. And if you are the leader in your pack, you lead by example. It starts with you. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. All right, YouTube. I will see you tomorrow at 6:00. Same time, same place. Bye.